Wait, my name is Stefan Kristjanson, Team TNT, which stands for Time and Tide, because I'm not dynamite. But when I first heard this race, I was thinking 48 hours, 6 hours at a time for tide. You could just like kind of more or less drift and wait and drift and wait and drift and wait. But that doesn't work. One thing, I have done sailboat racing around here, and the wind's light a lot. And I knew that like, if the wind's from the north and the tide's going north, which is what you want to get in the roughest water you can. And so I saw a bunch of people hugging close to Vashon. It was real calm and shiny. And I went as far over towards Gig Harbor as I could without feeling horribly lonely. And got a little bit of current there. And all the way up, I was aiming for whatever current I could find. And off point, no point. When I row, I can do like 5 miles an hour is pretty fast, but for something like this, you know, keeping it below that. And off point, no point, I was doing 8.2 for a little while. Wow. I was doing 7 for a lot of the time. And then it's like, I knew the current was with me, so I started trying less hard, and the current was just flying me. Yeah. And I stayed out, and it got really foggy at point, no point. So I had to come in tight to shore and in really shallow water just so I could see the shore and not miss it. And when I did that, my speed dropped to like 4. And I'm like, if I was out in the fog, I'd be doing 6.5 right now. But current did a lot more work than I did on a lot of this race.
What time did you finish?
I finished 12:35 on Saturday.
Okay. What kind of boat?
I designed and built a 18-foot sliding seat rowboat. And I get winded when I walk up 2 flights of stairs. I have no idea how this happened. I knew that one thing I did is I didn't get off the starting line really fast, because I thought if I'm with fast people, I'll row really fast and I'll be done by point defiance. And so I waited for a while, and it was really good for you, like wait, sit back, and I got to pass like 30 people early in the race. Like, so you feel good, and then you're up with people that are at your speed, sort of, and then hope to pass a few more along the course. But I knew if I started with the fast people, it would get to me, and I would just be raging along and burn out immediately. So, but yeah, I stopped for like 20 minutes on Blake Island, and it's kind of steep. I pulled the boat up, and I went to pee. I came back, and the back of my boat was full of water and seaweed because some waves had come. So I'm like, I don't like this beach. I pushed off, and I was out there getting a few things ready and taking off, and there was a big 4-person rowboat that they were holding in the water, and freighter wakes came through, and kayaks were getting washed up the beach. This boat went up in the air and slammed down, and I just saw that, and I'm like, I'm never going to a beach again. And then Kingston, I went in for like 45 minutes or so, a little walk around and find some things I couldn't find. But otherwise, just kept going the whole time, and not, like you said, not rowing hard and fast, but a good steady pace and a lot of good current. And I think I got my boat design right.
Sounds like it.
It seemed pretty good. So yeah. And I was hoping, I thought if I could finish 24 hours after Nate Brooks, I'd maybe nail. And it ended up to be 3 hours. I'm like, so I don't want to do it again because I can't imagine it ever going that well. So I think I've nailed it and I'm done.
One and done. Well, we'll miss you next year.
Well, we'll see what happens, but yeah.
It's early, yeah.
It's only a couple days.
We'll see, yeah.
What is that rough water and wind going, or what was that?
If the wind is blowing from the north and the water's heading to the north, it gets really choppy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And if the wind and the tide are together, the water's glassy.
Right.
And so you get in, and I saw a lot of people like, oh, it's nice and calm water, which is, and my boat's pretty good for rough weather, and then loaded with gear, it's even better. But yeah, all these people are in calm water. I'm like,
so you were trying to find the wind against
there's a lot of places where I'd head out and be like, 3/4 of a mile offshore, and other people were hugging the beach, and I was in choppy water.
But you were catching current though.
Yeah, I was.
And you're doing 7 knots, barely rowing.
Yeah. So from Kingston to the south end of the Port Townsend Canal, there was a couple times I dropped below like 4.5 or 5, but there was a ton of times where I was doing 6 or 7, and that's not my rowing. I could tell by the wake that I was doing like 4.5 through the water.
Wow, that's great.
I almost missed, it was foggy, and I almost missed the south end of Marrowstone because I couldn't see it. And I could see what was behind me. I had an idea where I was, and I did not bring any charts. I memorized it. So I'm going up thinking, I think a course of like 300 should be good. And I'm getting pushed way north. I'm going, maybe I should turn down to like 270. And I kept turning further and further down. And then when the fog cleared out, it was just at the south end of the island. And so I ended up doing a perfect straight line by chance and almost got swept past it.
That's great.
Yeah. So I like the current.
Great job. Yeah.
It's better than working.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job.